Rebecca, please tell us, where have you been recently?
I just got back from Malawi, which is in sub-Saharan Africa.
So, and what made you, last year they had this big program in the box and we advertised it, what made you want to apply or become an ambassador for AID?
Well, at university I studied development anthropology, so I have a big heart for international aid and development. In my gap year after school, I served as a healthcare worker in Papua New Guinea, so I have a heart for health. And as a follower of Jesus and as a Christian, I have a heart for reaching God's people and missions. And so the ambassadorship really combines my love for international aid and development, health, God, and people.
Right. Excellent. So you were in Malawi for about a month. And can you tell us a couple of things, some things that really impacted you in your time there?
Yeah, definitely. So in Malawi, around 1 in 7 people are infected with HIV, with up to 25% in the cities. And when you live in a society like that and meet people who are affected by HIV, you can't help but be completely impacted by that, absolutely. Yeah.
And so what was something that really encouraged you in your time with it?
So I got to see, on the one hand, just the awful effects of HIV as a virus and how that affects individuals, families, communities, nations, and generations. But then on the flip side of that, I also got to see just how much better people can get with the right care and treatment, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and that gave me a lot of hope and a lot of encouragement.
Yeah, can you give us maybe one story that will stay with you for life, one experience that you had in life?
Sure. So, I mean, every day I met people with absolutely heartbreaking stories that are going to stay with me forever. But one particularly uplifting one that comes to mind. I had a conversation with the Malawian guy who runs our orphan care program, and we were talking about what we bring physically when we visit HIV patients in their homes or orphans in their homes. And he was telling me that it was 3 things. We bring food and soap and sugar. And when he said sugar, I literally laughed out loud because, for one, I'd seen how many sugars he put in his tea, and secondly, I knew that these people were incredibly sick and incredibly poor, and I thought the only thing that sugar would give them is cavities, so I didn't understand, and I thought it was hilarious. But then he went on to explain to me just what the sugar is about. He said, the food and the soap are necessary to live, but the sugar is the blessing. And he says if we are here to serve these people and show God's love to people, we don't serve a God who just gives us what is necessary. We serve a God who gives us in blessing and in abundance and goes above and beyond. And so that is what we do. And so I just found that incredibly encouraging, and it changed my whole perspective on what it means to love people like God loves us and what it means to be in mission.
Yeah, well, so obviously your time in Malawi has had a big effect on you. And so now you're back in Australia. What do you think are your plans for the future? How has it affected you for what's to come?
Yeah, well, as with Orange Hope now, I'm kind of that bridge in between Malawi and Australia. So I will be going around and speaking basically wherever will have me. So schools, churches, conferences, things like that, just sharing about HIV, about Orange Hope, and trying to inspire and impassion other people to care about this and adopt this as their thing. In terms of in the future, I'm leaving that one up to God.
Yeah, good. We'll see. We're excited to see where Rebecca goes in the future. I'm sure there's great things in store for you. And can you leave us with an encouragement? You had this great experience. You came to ReachOut. Something was there that you didn't expect, you applied, and now you've been to Malawi. Can you leave everyone here an encouragement from your perspective?
Yeah, so 1 year ago I walked through these doors. I'd never been to ReachOut before. I'd never heard of Orange Hope, and I definitely never thought I would ever be going to Africa, and yet all 3 of those things have happened. And so my encouragement to you would just be to make yourself available to be used by God in whatever way He wants you to. Wherever He wants you.